Okay, good morning, everyone. We are going to be continuing our strength work, but a little gentle this morning. It's a cold, rainy, early spring day here in New England, so a good time to come into our child pose and get all cozy and begin. So let's come to our mats. Like I said, we're going to start in child's pose. So taking your knees a little wider and settling back. Now, if you need to use a brick to sit on here, feel free to do that. Or if you need a blanket or some softening under the knees or a brick under the head, feel free to do that. So let's just come into our child pose. You can I'm going to keep my head up a little bit so that you can hear me and my voice doesn't get muffled, but you go ahead and relax into it. You can keep your hands in front of you, or you can have them along the back on the side like this if you'd like, whatever's comfortable. Just take a moment for the body to ease into this pose, doing some little wiggles or movements to release and relax. Relax your shoulders, relax your face, relax the lips, tongue. Slowly clear the mind. Let go. And if you want to set an intention for your class today, do so now, please. Now, one of the benefits of being in our child or balasana pose is allows us to truly relax, sort of be in our own little cocoon, allow us to concentrate maybe more fully on the breathing as we come to the breath, feeling the rise and the fall of the back, the ribs behind the lungs, and feeling that greater expansion in that part of the body we don't think of very often when we're breathing. Make sure you're relaxing your shoulders. Relax the neck. And just focus on some slow, deep, gentle breaths that begin deep in the belly, expand outward to the sides of the rib cage, expanding out at the back of the body, and then contracting, pressing the air out. Reverse. And just continue a few breaths here. When we focus on the breath, it also helps to, especially in child pose, helps to increase the blood flow and circulation. Obviously, we're opening the hips and the lower back, maybe even the shoulders. A couple of more breaths here. When you're ready, let's come up slowly into all fours. Feel free to move your knees around a little bit, maybe stretch your ankles back a little bit. And let's just do some gentle hip circles here. Making nice big circles or twirls, whatever feels comfortable for you at the back, loosening up the shoulders, relax the neck and the spine, just wiggling the spine around, flexing the
muscles on both sides. And if you're going in circles, go the other way. Just exploring how your back feels today. And then when you're ready, let's come back into child. But just for a moment, we're just going to take a couple of breaths here. And when you're ready, let's come back up onto all fours. Now bring the knees under the hips. We're going to do some cats and cows, looking up and dropping the belly to the floor, then pressing through the hands for a cat, pulling up at the core towards the back of the spine, and then releasing. Inhale and exhale, pressing through the hands and coming into our cat. Feeling the nice flexion here and the stretch of the spine. Do a few of these at your own pace. This is one of my things that if you take classes and watch my videos, you'll notice we often do this. And I take every advantage during the day to work this just into my day. You can do these standing up, sitting down, just flexing the spine out. On your next cat, tuck your toes and let's press back. Get a nice long stretch here. Exhale, then come up. Inhale, drop the belly, looking up again. And stretching into cat, coming back on the toes. One more time, back to center, drop the belly, looking up, flexing the hips up in the back, and then rounding out the back of the body. And this time, let's come back into child for a couple of breaths. We're just enjoying this gentle awakening of the back of the body. Coming back up now onto all fours. We're going to lift the right knee up so that it's level with the hip and flexing the foot. We're just going to do some gentle kicks, donkey kicks up to the sky, trying to keep the back of the body level. Keep going. Remembering that image of having a glass of water or something on your back, so you're not turning the hip as you're kicking and extending. Couple more. And then down, transferring the weight now to the other leg. You're going to kick, nice and slow, really focusing on keeping that pelvis pointing down or facing the floor rather. So we're pushing up to the sky, using the glutes, lower back muscles to kick that heel up towards the sky. One more. And then let's come back to child yet again. Couple of breaths here. Shaking the head out. Make sure your neck is relaxed, the chin is relaxed. Not holding tension in your shoulders. And pressing up now again to all fours. We're going to take the right arm reaching out, kick out with the left ankle, bring them in together to touch. Go straight out again. Now this time, reach out to the side, each respective side with both the hand and the foot. Back to front, touch, and release. We'll do the other side. So we're going to kick forward or kick back with the leg, forward with the arm, bring the elbow into knee, extend front and back. Now take those both to the side, back to the front, elbow to knee, and down. Other side. We'll keep doing these for a while. Reach, touch, reach, side, reach, touch, and down. Right leg out and touch with control out to the side. Reach, touch, down. One more time, reaching, working on our hip and core stability here. So important. Forward and reach and touch. One more time on the other final side. Reach, touch, kick to the side, reach forward and back, touch, and down. And let's come into chow. Couple of resting breaths. Coming back up onto all fours. With our hands under our shoulders and we're on our knees, the knees about under our hips. We're going to do some baby chaturangas. So just some keeping the elbows close to the body so they're not going out to the side, but they're bending back. We're going to do just some half push-ups, baby chaturangas, and up, down. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Do a few more. Pressing up through the hands, nice strong shoulders, strong hands, down and up. Again, down and up. Let's try to do 3 more. Down, up, 2 more, down, up. Last one, down. Strong hands, press up and come back to chow. Maybe bring the hands along the body this time. Relax those shoulders, shake them out. A couple of breaths. And when you're ready, let's come forward. We're going to do a forward plank. So working on our core stability and strength. You can come onto your forearms if you'd like and just have the hands forward or hold them like that, coming onto your toes. That's fine. If you'd like to challenge yourself more and you feel strong, you can come onto your hands and do it with the full arm. Either way, just do this for a couple of breaths. Engage your core, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze everything between your shoulders and your hips. Really work those muscles in the back of the spine. Now bring your knees down. I'm going to do this again, this time on my forearm, just so you can see both. Inhale, let's lift the knees, lifting the body, strong. Gaze is down but forward. Strong, engage that core, feeling the muscles of the back. One more breath. And knees down. We're going to do it one final time. This strengthens, this is one of those exercises that helps us in so many ways. Inhale, lift the knees in whatever position you are. Strengthens our core, our back, shoulders, arms. 2 more breaths. And drop the knees and let's come into our chow. Arms around the side, relax the shoulders. And breathe. When you're ready, let's come back up to all fours again. This time we're going to do bears. So we're on our knees and our hands. We're going to tuck our toes and inhale, lift the knees off the floor and hold, engage the core. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale, exhale, and bring the knees down. Again, lift, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more breath. Inhale, engage your core, squeeze, and exhale down. Let's do it one more time. Again, this is helping with hip and core stability. Inhale, lift the hips and stabilization. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and down, come into chow. Shrug your shoulders, relax your jaw. When you're ready, come up onto all fours again. Extend your right leg out behind you. You can point the toe this time. To move up here a little bit. And we're going to cross the leg over like a rainbow over the other leg and tap my toe on the floor on the other side. Rainbow the leg back and touch the outer side of the body and back and forth as high as you can take the leg. I mean, don't go crazy, but we want to keep the leg high, back and forth, touch, and keeping your body as stable as you can, not dipping the hip, and keeping the weight even between the hands. Let's do one more time. Okay, other leg. Extend the left leg now, point the toe. Cross over the back toe, rainbow it over to the outside. Keep the body stable, the back of the body. Nice and slow touch with the breath. Start to really feel this in the glute muscles. Couple more. One more. And let's come into child yet again. And let's come forward. This time, let's bring your right leg forward. You're going to come into just a straight lunge. Make sure your feet are about hip width apart. Spread your toes out, allowing the pelvis to come into this lunge so you get a nice stretch on the inside of the legs and the groin. Feeling that lunge. The knee can come forward of the ankle when we're working on our lunges. And breathe. One more breath here. And then let's straighten the knee so that the knee is now over the ankle. Tuck your back toes. Press up, engage the core, and press up through the toes and come into our warrior one. Turn the back foot so that it's at an angle. And then the torso is forward. Settle down into our warrior one. Bring the arms down to the back of the body and then swing them up. Inhale. Exhale, swing the arms down. Strong legs, press through the feet. Inhale up and down. One more arm swing. Inhale up. And then let's bring the arms down. Knee comes down, and we're going to switch legs. Bring the other leg forward. Left leg. You've done the right one first. And first, let's just come into our lunge. Make sure your knees are approximately hip width apart. Enjoy your lunge here, just feeling a nice stretch in the groin and the inner legs. And breathe. Feeling the release as you let the pelvis fall into or lean into this lunge.
Another breath. Okay, now we're going to straighten the knee so that the knee is now over the ankle. Tuck your back toes, engage your core, begin to lift that back knee. Arms come up. Turn the back leg so that foot, so that the foot is angled out into our warrior one legs and settle into our warrior one. Arms come down. Inhale, arms back up. Strong legs, press through the feet, arms down, exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. One more time. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, let's bring the hands and the back knee to the floor and come into our chow. Couple of breaths. Coming forward, the last in our child series, let's lay down onto our bellies. Our hands on the mat at our sides, around the, under the shoulders. Being on the top of your feet, which are behind you, we're going to keep the elbows in towards the body and press up. First lifting the head, then the chest, then coming up onto lifting the legs, coming into into up dog. Looking up, pulling the chest through the front arms. And then let's come down. We're going to do that one more time. If that's strong, you can keep the knees on the floor for your up dog. Either one, whichever works for you. Inhale, pressing up through the hands, lift the head, the chest, press through the hands, coming up onto the tops of the toes, knees are off the floor, looking up. And exhale, one more breath. Exhale. And now let's come down into chow the final time. Shrug out your shoulders. When you're ready, bring the hands forward. Let's tuck our toes, press up into downward facing dog. Inhale, spreading your fingers nice and wide, distributing the weight along the fingers. Pressing up through the back of the body, getting the hips up towards the sky. Stretching your calf muscles if you'd like here, walking your dog. Relax the neck, shaking it yes and no. Nice stretch the whole back of the body from the hands to the feet. And when you're ready, let's soften the knees and walk to the front of your mat. Coming into our forward fold Uttanasana, soft knees here. And breathe. Feeling the release in the back of the hips, lower back. When you're ready, bring your hands to your hips, engage your core, press through the heels, and hinge up to standing. Bring your hands to your side. Take your feet, actually coming into Tadasana, we want our toes together, big toes together. Lift and spread the other toes and place them on the mat. So you have a nice firm foundation. There may be a space between your ankles, that's okay. Softening or closing the eyes. Engaging the feet with the floor and feeling that foundation as we come into our mountain pose. pulling the energy up through the floor into our feet, engaging the arches. Feeling the energy rise up through the legs, through the kneecaps, into strong thighs. Engaging the Mula Bandha, pulling up at the perineal floor, supporting our internal organs and the spine. Feeling that energy now continuing to rise up through the back of the spine. Feeling the shoulders knit together as we open the heart space and allow that energy to rise up through the back of the spine, engaging our Jalandhara, Chin Bandha, and feeling the energy connecting us now, coming out of the top of the head, earth to sky, sky to earth. And breathe. Coming into our Ujjayi breathing, with making that raspy sound at the back of the throat. Strong posture here. Quiet but energetic. And you can open your eyes. Take a step apart. Let's interlock the fingers. And do some wrist rolls. Go the other way. Let the elbows get involved. Start moving the shoulders. Shake it out. Press the hands together. Lift the elbows so that you get a nice stretch. The wrist joint. Press the hands now together on the backs of the hands. And lower the elbows. Stretch in the wrist joint and shake it out. Dropping your head. Let's do some neck rolls. Again, something that you will always find in my classes are some neck rolls. Inhale as we go to the side. And exhale down the other side. Inhale again. And exhale. Inhale. Just noticing how the neck feels today, and exhale. Let's go the other way. Inhale. Just noticing and sensing, exhale, all the little feelings that you may notice in your neck. Relax the jaw. Exhale. One more time. And exhale down. Now taking a brick, if you have one, and placing it between your calves. Feet are still pointing forward, but we're going to embrace that brick, squeeze it with our feet, feeling the engagement of the whole inner side of our legs. Interlock your fingers as you bring them up, turn them at the chin, and press up to the sky, coming up onto your ankle or onto your toes, lifting the ankle, squeeze that brick. Inhale, we're going to turn to the left, twist rather, and then coming back to center. Keep squeezing that brick, heels are up, turn, twist to the other side, squeeze, 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 come back to center, bring the arms down. Now, whichever thumb you had on top, switch the hands so the other thumb is on top. Inhale, bring the hands, press them to the top. Now, this time, keep your heels on the floor, and we're going to bend to your right, getting the side of the body. Inhale, engage your core and come up. Exhale, down to the other side of the body. Keep squeezing that brick. And coming back to center, release the hands, shrug your shoulders. You can put the brick down. Let's just do some arm swirls, some big swirls of the full arm. You can do them together or one at a time. Go up and down, whatever feels good to you. Shrug it out. With your feet nice and wide, interlock your fingers behind the back. I'll do it this way, I guess. Inhale, looking up, opening the chest. Exhale, folding forward. You can soften the knees here if you'd like, and bringing those hands interlocked behind your back for a nice opening in the shoulder. And breathe. Straightening the arms if you'd like for a stronger stretch here. Just moving them around a little bit. Another breath. And engage your core, press through your heels, hinge up to standing, shake out your hands and your arms. We're going to do that again, but this time interlock the fingers with the other thumb on top. Open, inhale, open the chest, exhale, forward fold, bring the hands out behind and find your stretch. Soften the knees here if you'd like. And release. Slowly coming up, pressing through the heels, shake out your shoulders. Let's grab your brick, and now we're going to come over to the wall. Now with the brick in your right hand, well, left hand, I'll do it backwards here, mirror it for you. We want to put it on its highest spot and against the wall so that you can still grab it, but it's pretty much stable at the wall. My front foot is going to be behind and to the outside of the brick. My other arm is at and you can position yourself here so that your hip is against the wall. So just sort of play with that. The brick again is in front and to the right of your forward foot. The other hand is on your hip. We're now going to raise that back leg, leaning into the wall for stability if we need, as much as we need. And first, we're just going to find our balance here with the foot about hip level. When you have your balance, you can extend the arm from the hip up to the sky and begin to turn to the side. So opening the hip to the side of the body. This is our half moon pose. Practicing it here against the wall first, just to get a sense. Whoop. And then bring the hand back to your hip, bring the foot behind down to the floor, engage your core, and come to standing. I'm losing my earpiece there. Okay, we'll do that to the other side. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So again, bringing your brick to the floor, hand on top of the brick, hip engaged with the wall. Upper hand is on your hip. Inhale, lift the back leg. Foot is flexed. Find your balance. Check to make sure that foot is hip level. When you have your balance, engage your core here. In all of our balances, we always want to engage our core. The more you squeeze, the more it helps. Lifting that arm up to the sky. When you have your balance and you're ready, engage your chin, pull your chin in so it's not sticking up. But you can turn the head and gaze up towards the hand. Bring the hand back down to the hip. Back leg comes down to the floor. Engage your core and come to standing. So now let's play with it if you feel comfortable without the wall. You can stay at the wall if you'd like and do this next series, or you can play with without using the wall. So standing at the front of our mat, let's cross our arms, take a nice wide step back and keep our arms wide. My back leg is going to point out towards the back of the mat. My other foot is pointing to the side of the mat, and the heel of my front leg is in line with the arch of my back leg. Nice wide stance here. We're coming into Trikonasana, our triangle pose. You can use the brick, put it, if you'd like, set it by the inside of your front foot if you would like. Bring the arms back up to level. drop one leg and pull that hip up into the joint so that you see my opposing hip going out, and we're beginning our hinge from the hip. Continuing that arm up to the sky. The other arm goes down the leg, maybe stopping at your shin, maybe grabbing the brick if you prefer. So I'm losing my headpiece here. Maybe having the hand in front of the shin, whatever you prefer. Just make sure you're keeping that hip out and you're hinging from the hip. When you're ready, grab your brick. Bring your upper hand now to your hip. Grab your brick, bend your front leg, bring that brick up and out, just as it was at the wall, away from the wall. Lean into it as you bring the back leg up. Find your balance here. When you're ready, extend the arm, engage your chin, and look up towards the hand, but slowly. And if you can't or you don't have your balance, just stay wherever you are. And then bring the hand back to the hip, drop the foot back to the floor. Bring your brick to the inside of your foot, if that's where you'd like it, and come back into our triangle pose. Keep that hip out. When you're ready, engage your core, press through the feet, and come up to standing. And we're going to swivel and do the other side. Hopefully my earpiece will stay in a little better. It keeps pulling out. Sorry about that. Okay. So now we have a nice wide stance. I'm going to put my brick down by my front foot. Front foot is pointing to the top of my mat, and it is in line with the arch of my back foot, which is pointed to the side of the mat. Inhale, bringing the arms up. Dropping the forward arm and pulling that hip up, joint up into it so that my opposing hip goes out. Other arm reaches to the front, or to the sky, and my forward arm comes down onto my brick, or again, onto your shin, or in front of the shin, whichever you prefer. Triangle pose. Strong legs here. When you're ready, bring the top hand down to the hip. The other hand, grab your brick. Bring it to the front and to the side of your forward foot. Find your balance and raise the back foot, flexing that foot. Engage your core. And if you have your balance, we're going to raise the hand to the sky and open the hip. Bringing your hand back to the hip, dropping the back leg, bringing the brick with you, and coming now into our triangle. Hip out. And when you're ready, bring your hand down, step to the front of the mat. Take a moment here at the front of the mat. Just close your eyes or soften your gaze, hands at your heart. Take a moment to breathe. Gauge your core. Strong leg work, strong opening work. And you can open your eyes. I'm going to grab my tissue. Little sinus thing going on here this morning. Okay, grab a brick and let's come back to the wall. So a sort of fun tree variation that we're going to do here. So standing sideways at the side of the wall, I'm going to put the brick up about knee level, raise my right knee, to sort of play with it here because I don't have a lot of wall, and I'm going to catch the brick with my knee and press with the knee into the brick, into the wall. It's That's the only part that is against the wall. I mean, obviously, do what you have to do to get your balance here. But find your balance, bring your hands to your heart, and continuing to press the brick against the wall. Breathe. Going to do a few breaths here. This is strong hip work, actually. It doesn't seem like much until you hold it for a while, and then it's like, oh, right. Really feeling the muscles right there, but we're strengthening them. So let's work on it. Press. A couple more breaths. Really starting to feel it now, huh? I am. And you can release. And if you're watching this on video, feel free to hold that until you feel, a burning or an exercising of the hip muscles, because it really does do its job. Okay, let's try the other side now. Again, putting the brick about hip width, bringing the knee up so that knee is about in line with the hips. Straighten the leg we're standing on. Hands at your heart. Press that brick and breathe. Do 2 more breaths. Strong legs, strong, strong, strong. One more. And release. You can take the brick off. Shake it out. Feeling that. Okay, great. Staying at our wall, we're going to do a chair position, so Utkatasana, but with I'm walking my feet out so that my knees are over my ankles. I'm not extending my knees past my ankles. I'm going to put the brick between my feet, between my knees, and squeeze. Now run your hand along the back of your hips to push the skin down and bring the small of the back close to the wall. My hands are on my thighs. We're just going to do some wall sits here. This is a strong leg strengthener. I guess that's redundant. It is a leg strengthener. Squeeze, and the more you squeeze, the more you engage all the other muscles, especially around the knees, in the hips. And breathe. Try to do at least 30 seconds, about 5 breaths, something like that. If you can go a little longer, if you're watching this on video, certainly feel free to do it. And then bringing your hands to the back of your body, press yourself forward and remove the brick. You can put the brick down, but we're going to come back to the wall. This time, take a wide stance with your feet pointing out at an ankle. Again, I'm going to move that skin away so that I can get the small of my back a little closer to the wall, because I don't want to stress my back. And I'm keeping my knees over my ankles so I can still see my big toes. And I'm sort of working my way down. Bringing your hands to the heart, somewhat of a goddess pose. Just going to stay here, noticing the strengthening aspects of this pose as well. Coming down as far as you need to feel the stress and the on the muscles, the strengthening work, but never bring the hips down below the knees, of course. If you'd like, let's raise one heel up and then down to the floor. Inhale, lift the other knee up and down to the floor. It's my heel I'm lifting. Inhale up. Other side. Inhale up and down. Let's do one more set if you can. Really feeling a burning in my thighs. And then if you really want the grand finale, lifting up both heels and down. Lifting up with calves and down. One more time. Lifting up and down. Bring the hands to the back of the wall, press yourself forward, and let's shake out the legs. Strong leg work, maybe jump around a little bit here just to loosen everything up. And then let's lay down. How about that? It's your reward for all that leg work. So we're going to bring a brick and put it under the side of your head. Extend your arms out so that the bottom arm is flat and stabilizing you. Other arm is bent and on the floor. Bring your knees together and bent in front of you. Now open the knees, touch the toes with you together, then touch the upper toe, foot toe, I hope you know what I mean, to the knee, then extend the leg, touch the knee, touch the foot, and close the knees. So open, touch toes, touch knees, and extend, knee, touch toes, and close. Do a couple more. Open the knees, touch the toes, touch the knee, foot to the sky, touch the knee, touch the toes, and close. Let's do one more. Open the knees, touch the toes, touch the knee, foot to the sky, touch the knee, touch the toes, and close. Extend your legs. We're going to just lift the top leg up slowly and down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's do about 8 of these. I think that's about 5, maybe. Okay, 6. So that would be 7. This would be the last one, nice and slow so that you can really get the value of it. Okay, lift the leg, bring it down. Now lift it again, and we're going to bring it forward and touch your bent elbow in front. So up to the elbow and extend, keep the leg up. Touch the knee of the elbow and extend. Touch for 3, extend, engage your core here. Touch for 4. Kind of working those obliques, sides of the abdomen, as well as the leg. Everything associated there. Let's do 2 more. And extend and leg down. Shake it out. One last move. Extend, bring your top leg up. Now bring the other leg up to touch it. Hold for breath. Leg down, top leg down. So top leg up, bottom leg up. Hold, breathe, bottom leg down, top leg down. One more time. You don't have to go very far. Up, bring the other leg up to meet it. Hold, down, and down. I think that's it. Yep. Now we have to flip them to the other side. So I'll roll over to this side. And put my headset on the other ear, I think, or I think I will lose it. So laying on your side with the brick under your head. This is not that hard. Why am I having trouble here? Oh, it only works that way. That's right. Extending the lower arm. Upper arm is bent and at the elbow with your hand on the floor. Bring your knees together and bent in front of you. Now inhale, open the knees, then touch the feet together. Touch the knee, extend the leg, touch the knee, touch the toes, knees together. Open the knees, touch the toes, touch the knee, extend the leg, touch, touch, and close. Just do a few of these. Inhale, open, touch. See if you can get that leg up a little more open each time you lift it up. More. And down. What's the next one? I keep getting these. Oh, that's right. So both legs together, extending your legs now, and lift the top leg up and down, up, engage your core here and down. Really trying for as much opening as you can, doing it gentle and controlled. Don't just throw your leg up there. Really trying to control the muscles. I think that's about 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, 8, and down. Now bring the leg up and touch the knee to the elbow and kick out straight. Touch for 2 and straight. Gauge your core here. Straight. Again, touch for 5. Touch for 6 and extend. 7. 1 more. Touch and down. Take a moment here. Shake out your hips a little bit. Now, lifting the top leg, bringing the bottom leg up. Hold, breathe, down, down. Take a breath. We'll do that again. Inhale, lift the top leg. Bring the other leg up. Hold, down, down. Really engage your core here. We're working these muscles really strongly. Inhale, lift, touch, breath, down, down. Let's roll the brick off away from the brick and come onto our back. Bring your hips up over your chest. Give yourself a hug, interlock your fingers in front of your legs. And let's just roll around on the small of the back. Do some circles one way and then the other. Go wide with the knees and do some roly-polies with your legs here. Relax the face and the jaw. And bring your knees down to the floor. Now grabbing our brick, a little ab exercise. It's kind of a fun thing here. Let's see how it goes. We're going to bring our knees up over our bodies again so our feet are off the floor. Take your brick, squeeze it between your knees. Now when you grab it with your knees, grab just the end so that the majority of the brick is coming in towards your face. You'll find out why here in a moment. So squeeze that brick, make sure you're in the small of your back or close to it. Interlock your fingers behind your head. And without pulling the head, we're going to engage the core, come up, grab the brick with our elbows, and then take the brick in our elbows, not moving the legs. Let's try that again. Now inhale, grab the brick with the legs, the knees rather, and bring the head down. How are we doing? Just a little variation on some ab work here. So again, squeezing the brick. Inhale, lift the elbows, grab the brick, release, and down. Let's do a couple of these, play with it. Keeping the small of the back on the floor. We're not raising the small off the floor. Nice and slow. Couple more. Oops. Brick is, you have to really keep a good grip on the brick. All right, and when you're ready, when you're done with that, you can bring your feet to the floor, put the brick to the side, stretch out, and let's prepare for our Shavasana. Nice body strengthening work today. Let's relax the body now and enjoy all the benefits of the work that we've done. Take a nice breath in through the nose and slowly exhale it. Make sure your feet are relaxed. Rolling to the side, ragdoll arms. Hips are nice and loose. Relax your face, the eyes, your cheeks, the lips, space between the teeth. And slowly beginning to become aware of your breath. Gently moving your fingers and toes. Little movements to wake up the body. And when you're ready, let's bend our knees and roll over to our side. Taking a moment here. When you're ready, press yourself up to your seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. Coming back to the intention, if you set one at the beginning of the class and holding it here by your heart, allowing that energy to infuse it and bring it to life. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Robin.
So let me know how it's going. Just a reminder, there's no class tomorrow or next week. We have a week off, but then we'll be back after that break for our final 3 classes of the semester. Okay. Any questions? As always, just give me a shout. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.